I'm going to ask you a ridiculous question, but please bear with me. Would you like to be paid $14,589.65 into your checking account by tomorrow morning? Of course you would. Sounds great, doesn't it? And I bet that would put a smile on your face all day long. Well, over the last 3 months, people using Mirror Trader have banked on average over $14,500 per day, and the majority were all over 40 years old. That is a staggering $300,000 per month from a process that requires just a few minutes input per day and is 100% risk-free. And right now, you have the chance to be a part of this too. Now, I'm not suggesting you have to be a silver fox or born before a certain date to be a part of this. But most people using Mirror Trader have one eye firmly set on early retirement. Hello, my name is John Harrison and I am the CEO of Mirror Trader. I would like to congratulate you as I'm going to let you in on the secret of earning life-changing money every day from the comfort of your own home. Now, this may sound like another crazy question, but I am dead serious about it. Would $300,000 every single month be enough for you to put down your tools and spend more time doing the things you really want to do? Every day, people just like yourself are doing this already, and the process is 100% risk-free. This video has just been released on a strict invite-only service to a select few. So, if you are lucky enough to be watching this, then congratulations, because most people will simply not get the chance. This is a limited offer, and it is strictly on a first-come, first-served basis, provided you pass my criteria. I will explain exactly why I am sharing this in a few moments, and as you're about to see, this is as serious as it gets. You can enroll and be activated with Mirror Trader in under 3 minutes on the next page. And it gets even better because I'm about to share a little secret with you that only a few lucky people have ever had access to. I'm about to show you that anybody can start making $14,000 plus per day by following some very simple steps. And yes, this means you as well. I'm also going to show you why up until this very moment you've been so wrong about making money from home. I'll give you live proof that anybody can start making $1 million income with zero experience. It really is that simple and easy. No catches, no complex charts or signals, and no pitfalls. Just something that is finally easy to do and is fully automated. Listen up, because this is important. I don't have anything to sell you. So you can just stop thinking this is going to cost you money, because it's not. In fact, the only thing you need to spend is 5 minutes of your time watching this video. After that, if this is not for you, then no worries. I wish you well, and I hope you do well in life. Now let me explain to you how Mirror Trader works. 3 months ago, I did an experiment with just 6 people who came on board as beta testers. Each of these people had never traded before. They didn't know much about computers, but they all had a burning desire to become very wealthy beyond their wildest dreams. The results were astounding. $908,648 in just 3 short months. It's absolutely mind-blowing when you think about it. Being able to afford whatever you want, whenever you want. But in all honesty, what this amount of money really gives you has nothing to do with material things. Far from it. In fact, the most luxurious thing money can buy you can be stated in just 2 words. Financial freedom. Fast forward 3 months and count yourself very lucky, because I've opened the doors again. This time for an absolute maximum of 50 people. Once I reach 50, the doors will close again, firmly. Over the past 72 hours, 29 new people have already started to use the Mirror Trader software, and it's looking like the last remaining 21 spots will all be claimed today. I'm taking on a maximum of 50 people as my software is set up and configured for that exact amount of new accounts. Each person who has joined already received a special invitation just like the one you are seeing now. The first 29 people have been paid out the exact same amount of cash. I will explain why this is so in a minute, as it will become obvious. Here are some of the 29 people who have already joined us. Chris from London made $14,589.65 already paid out this morning. Sue from Toronto made $14,589.65 already paid. Asbjorn from Kiruna, Sweden made exactly $14,589.65 paid. Manju from Delhi made $14,589.65 transferred to his prepaid credit card. Mark Dorn from Seattle made $14,589.65 waiting for bank clearance. Mark only joined yesterday. So you see, there are no countries or boundaries where this does not work. Chanming Sen from Yantai, China made $14,589.65 already paid into his account this morning. Finally, Lucy Bachman, who is the first new member from South Africa, already paid $14,589.65 this morning, as well as $14,341.12 from her first day. In fact, let's get to it, my friend. Let me give you a live demonstration of how your MirrorTrader software works. Firstly, I'll open up the MirrorTrader. And remember, this is exactly the same software you'll be using at the end of this video. And you can see here, I'm going to set the software to MirrorTrade. That's all you have to do. Set it to MirrorTrade. Now yesterday I withdrew over 14,300 US dollars. And you can see here the current balance is $352. I always leave at least $300 in the balance, as this is what I will be trading with the next day. Everything else I withdraw every day, normally about $14,000 a day. Next, I'm going to leave the software set to MirrorTrade and check back in a few moments. While we wait for the software's first MirrorTrade to expire, let me remind you that today I need 21 more people to join me, all guaranteed to start making $14,000 plus per day starting now. Once I have my inner circle of 50 people, the door is closed forever. Well, at least for the foreseeable future. Now, you don't know this yet, but you're just about to gain free access to the most powerful auto trading software in the world. As you've just seen, this software is fully automated in a very unique way. Let me explain a little bit about my history and how MirrorTrader was born. My background is in computer networks. After leaving the military, I ran a successful company installing office computer networks, mostly for the large banking corporations. My work was centered entirely around Wall Street in New York, Washington, and Chicago. I used to see all the top financial traders doing their stuff and living the high life. Now, don't get me wrong, I earned a good living with what I did, but I was a church mouse compared to some of the high rollers earning millions of dollars per year. And boy, did they know how to spend their money. Company cars, houses you could literally get lost in, and even company jets that the top high rollers used to fly themselves off to their luxury cottages on the lake for the weekend. As technology advanced, so did the networks I installed. There are three key elements that every financial trading company relies upon. 1. Live raw data. 2. How the data is analyzed and acted upon. And 3, and this is the most critical point, how quickly the raw data is streamed from the live markets. All the traders relied on the speed of the data that I was hooking them up with. So if their servers were running normally, they would trade successfully, as the data being received direct from the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange was super fast. If the connection was slow, then things could go south very quickly. I had many sleepless nights worrying about slow data connections back in the day. With any live stream, there is always a slight delay. It might only be a fraction of a second, but it can mean the difference between winning and losing. And with millions of dollars on the line, the stakes are always high. All the major banks have counter-trade software programs in place. But the one thing they all rely on is the connection speed. Too slow and the countermeasure trades do not have time to react to successfully trade out. The result is a loss on some trades, but this is accepted as the norm on any live trading floor. You can't win them all. A couple of years ago, I was working in an office of one of the banks just off what they call the big board near the main New York Stock Exchange. And one of the biggest trades in this particular firm's history was successfully traded. The atmosphere on the floor was like the Super Bowl winning touchdown. People were shouting and hugging each other, and I don't think anyone made it out of there sober. The two guys who had successfully made the trade made over $25 million each in commission and went down in trading history as legends. Definitely not a bad day at the office. Every day at 4 p.m. the bell rings and the trading floor closes. The traders normally head for the bar, so I took a detailed look, as I always did, at the network systems and focused in on the speed of the trades for that day. It was then the penny dropped, and boy, did it drop big time for me. The trading for that day was running on what we call in the industry an OC3 optical carrier, which typically gives you a connection speed of around 150 megabits per second. All the big financial institutions have this technology as a standard platform. Don't worry if that means nothing to you. I will explain. As you would expect, having an OC3 connection means you get a really quick connection speed, but I realized that it could have been even faster. A lot faster. And when I looked at the trades for that day, if they had been running a faster connection, the profits would have been even larger, as the data being received would have closed out the trades even quicker. In fact, all the deals would have been better. I backed up the network log files as I always do, so I have a hard copy of the work carried out for that day, and I went home. I couldn't stop thinking about the big trade and what it would have meant if the data had been processed quicker. My first of 2 eureka moments came in the form of upgrading my own superfast cloud servers to a brand new OC192 connection. And once I'd done this, I ran both systems side by side on my computer in my office at home. Trust me, superfast connections cost a huge amount of money, and I had to beg, borrow, and steal in order to get my hands on this kit. It was worth every cent. This is serious cutting-edge super technology. I then set up the same trading configuration the traders used back in the city. Without getting too technical, I worked out that by simply upgrading my OC3 to an OC192 connection, it's like switching from a crop duster to an F-22 Raptor. On one screen was the OC3 that the traders were using, and on the other was my new OC192 powered software, or what is now known as MirrorTrader. I could trade just like the big guns do, but I had one significant, huge advantage. My system was accessing the publicly available raw data a lot faster than they were. At this point, I must stress that the power of MirrorTrader comes from the super fast data transfers between my computer server and the various trading markets. It doesn't matter what you use to connect to the MirrorTrader software interface. You can be at home on your computer or away on a laptop using a public Wi-Fi connection, or even on your cell phone using the phone company's data network. It makes no difference whatsoever. Now, as long as you can connect to the MirrorTrader software interface, that is all you need to do. Let me explain how easy it is for you to come on board. Step 1, fill out the form on this page. Step 2, you'll be sent email access to your MirrorTrader software interface. Step 3, log in and set the software to MirrorTrade. It's as simple as that. Now, I realize you may be skeptical, and rightly I would be too. If it was that simple, why isn't everybody doing it? Firstly, this is extremely cutting-edge technology here. For the banks to roll out the same technology throughout their trading floors would literally take 12 to 18 months and cost millions because of the massive incompatibility issues in connecting their various systems. Secondly, very, very few people know about this or have the skills and knowledge to implement this. I would say this is truly unprecedented and completely unlike anything else out there. The beauty of it is you don't really need to know how it works, but simply that it works. The timings of the trades are absolutely critical. That's why I've developed it hands-free so the software can place the trade at the exact required time. I use the same options platform the traders use that has built-in signals to alert the user to a potential trade if the market conditions are right, all legal, simple, and fully automated. Simply choose your market, point and shoot, and let software make the selections. My first 2 trades were winning trades, and the third was a break-even. And when I looked at the data on the third trade, I calculated that if I'd been using the normal speed OC3 software, I would have actually lost. By now, as you can imagine, my heart was beating a little quicker than normal, so I went into the market again. 3 more winning trades. Back in again, 1, break even, and another win. And once more to be sure. And again, 3 winning trades. Win, win, win. Now my confidence was really high, so I sat there literally for 2 hours using the MirrorTrader software. After 2 hours, my profits had reached over $11,278.25, and I was being very cautious. Credit card paid off with plenty left in the tank. Time stood still for me on that first day. For me, it was like inventing electricity, and what I had discovered was a perfect 100% legal way of generating money. The really clever thing about the trading software we use is that it chooses potential winning trades, and then by using MirrorTrader, we have the ability to counter trade in a split second if the market ever goes against us. This enables you to earn the big money on complete autopilot. If a trade is going great, then it will play through to the end. You win and make a nice big profit. However, if the market turns, and it can sometimes do this, the system is set to counter trade, and with a mega high speed, it spots the market move and automatically adjusts it so that you win. Or worst case scenario, it closes out and you simply break even. There is no room for human error as the software trades for us, and it works in any market. I have tested it with so many markets, and they all work like clockwork, and the money just keeps on rolling in. My second eureka moment came 3 months later after running MirrorTrader. By this time, I had banked nearly $1 million, which for me meant total financial security. By this time, I was debt-free, had a new car, my mortgage was paid off, and a nice family vacation to look forward to. Now, I want to stress to you, I'm not a money-oriented person. My intention when I developed this software was not to become a multimillionaire. I'm old school, family first, and money second. As long as I'm healthy, have enough in the bank to live securely, and look after my nearest and dearest, that is enough for me. The second idea came to me after I left my old job as a network engineer. Yes, I was sad to leave, but there's more to life than living from paycheck to paycheck, and now I had the freedom to do other things without the stress of everyday life. The 3 questions I asked myself were simple ones. 1. Could I let other people use MirrorTrader? 2. Why would I want to do this? And 3, how many people would I be able to help? Like I said, making millions is not my main motivator here. But I know what it means to people to be ahead financially. And to be perfectly honest with you, I like the feeling of knowing I can make a difference to people's lives. Imagine what a difference. What would $14,000 a day mean for you and your family? If you think like me, you would take care of the debts, trade the car in for a better one, and then spend a little doing the things you always dreamed of doing. We are all different, and we all have different priorities. But most people do not have the chance to break the financial shackles that most normal people have. The next step was to set up an additional very simple program that allowed what I call slave accounts to operate alongside my master account. For a guy with 25 years in the network engineering game, this was a simple and easy task. I programmed each new account to run alongside my account, registered 2 new broker accounts, and deposited $300 in each account. So whatever I did on my master account, the other accounts followed exactly the same way in super fast real time. Hence the name MirrorTrader. The same trades were set, same markets traded, and the same results, only that the money made registered into their accounts, not mine. I set one up for my brother and one for my best friend Andy. I didn't even tell them at first. I wanted to surprise them. You can imagine how happy they both were when $150,000 each, after just 2 weeks, was just waiting to land in their bank accounts. You see, each new account mirrors my trades. Take yesterday, for example. I made $14,589.65. So guess what? Everybody else who used MirrorTrader yesterday made $14,589.65 as well. The day before, I earned $14,341.12. So all the accounts hooked up to my account made exactly $14,341.12 as well. Okay, let's just look back and check on how that MirrorTrader did on the last trade we set. Wow, can you see that? The software placed the auto trade 98 seconds ago and made a net profit for all the MirrorTrader accounts of $292.93. And with absolutely zero risk, as we have the counter trade setting set to on. It's set to do that around 50 times a day. That's where your average of $14,500 per day comes from, and it takes about an hour and a half for this to complete. It really is that simple, and as my account has made this, so will yours. All you need to do to get started yourself is to open an account, and this will allow your copy of MirrorTrader to automatically access my trades for any given day. Step 1, fill out the form on this page. Step 2, you'll be sent email access to your MirrorTrader software interface. Step 3, log in and set the software to MirrorTrade. As I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, the mirror trading software makes it so simple and easy to do. The reason you haven't done this before is because you didn't know about it. I often get asked, why don't I trade more each day? Yes, I could easily double and even triple the $14,000 all the mirror trader accounts make. The truth is, why be so greedy? Besides, I think it's much safer that I remain under the radar. If there are too many mirror trades placed at the same time and on the same day, it's bound to get noticed by the big financial companies. That's why I'm limiting it to only 50 people. Yes, we can make more, but life is too short, and if $300,000 per month is not enough for you, then my friend, please don't attempt to come on board. I have 3 simple rules that anyone joining today must agree to. 1, you must log in every day and connect up to MirrorTrader. 2, you accept the maximum you're going to earn is around $14,000 to $15,000 per day. And 3, you must set up your own account to get started. It takes about 3 minutes. And all you need to do is fill in the details next to this video to get going. If you can do that, and there are still spots available, then every time we trade, you earn money. It's as simple as that. $14,000 starting today. Your first withdrawal can take up to 24 hours to process, as it is the first one, and afterwards, money is paid instantly. You can have the money wired to the bank account of your choice or to a prepaid credit card. Like I've already said, I now have only 21 places available, so if you're lucky enough to grab a spot, you need to do this now before the spots are taken and the doors are shut. Once you've entered your details on the next page, my personal broker J.D. Williams and his team will set everything up for you in exactly the same way they did for me and the people who have joined us over the last 72 hours. The brokers, by the way, make a commission on all our trades, which is 2.5% of all the winning trades we do. So, on an average day, if we make $14,500 each, they make $362.50 in commission per account. Let me stress, this commission is only paid out after you've received your full $14,500. Win-win for everyone concerned. This is strictly limited to 21 more people today, and now is the last time you'll have this opportunity. And let me tell you, this is a pretty good one. So if you want to become part of the fastest growing income machine online working from home, enter your name and best email to gain instant free access. You must do it right now. Click the link next to the video to secure your space. If you can still see the link, there may still be some of the 21 places left. Click it now and secure your spot. I'll see you on the next page and explain exactly what you need to do to activate your very own MirrorTrader software.